That's from Scott
And we
Pilgrim.
are live, and yes, I can screen share. Thank you very much, guys. Welcome to Game of Thrones.
Hold up, what? I'm
Season
naked.
6. Really?
And I'm not.
Best and worst of Season 6. Thank you very much for everyone for joining. Of course, we have our, well, I was going to say our full complement of characters, missing one, who will be joining us because he said he's going to join us. Starting off is Mr. Andrew Cam. How's it going, man?
Hey everybody, I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
What was that?
What
was that? Kind of like a Cosby reference.
I was doing something, right, and then I heard my name, so I had to look up real quick, and I was waving in one motion.
Well, he didn't call himself Maester Kameka. I'm sorry. Maester Kameka, I'm sorry. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I hope everyone is doing the same.
All right, so as I introduce the next person, you better give me a Game of Thrones name, okay? So next up is the one and only Mr. Booredatwork is...
Really?
I should have gone to Warren. I gave him some time, so... Anyway,
I ain't got no damn name.
I ain't got none.
All right, and Warren Bowman.
I ain't got none. They haven't any black people in Game of Thrones in forever. Last dude that was black was chilling in the safe still. So
yeah,
I ain't got nothing.
And of course myself, Thunder E. So anyway, season 6 wrapped up 2 weeks ago, but we wanted to give.
What's your name?
Yeah, he's trying to skip that fast.
He's right there, Thunder E, man. I ain't got no Game of Thrones.
That ain't no Game of Thrones name.
Yeah, Game of Thrones name. Come on, son.
I mean, I'll be from, you know, oh God, I feel like being a Lannister for some weird reason.
They have money.
It's pretty much.
My memory serves me correct. The two black guys that were on the show were both pirates. One was a slave owner, the other one was a pirate.
I'll be the slave owner, the Nigerian guy.
No, there were 3. There was
3.
Yeah,
they got locked up, but I think the actor was Nigerian.
Alabisi was the slave owner.
Yes.
The other guy, Saladin, was the pirate, and then Zohan Zaha, whatever, the guy that tried to scam Danny. He was a rich guy, but he was really just a scam artist.
Yeah, Zohan.
And I actually think the actor is Nigerian. Go with that.
Nigerian, yeah, he's Nigerian. That's me. I'll be Zohan. Zohan the Emperor, whatever.
All kinds of locked up.
So anyway, guys, thank you everyone for joining.
Still in there.
Let's get to the nitty-gritty. So we're going to talk about best and worst, highs and lows, some moments, characters we love, and also some things we want to see in season 7. So season 6 took us all the way from the resurrection of Jon Snow to Cersei becoming our big bad at the very end of season 6. So I wanted to ask you guys, what were your best moments in season 6? Hey, there were lots of great moments. Even the last episode had so many good moments. So your best moments. Yeah, it could be 1, it could be 2. I'll say keep it at 2 so we can move forward. But I'll start off with you, Lurod. The best moments of season 6.
Watching the set blow up. That plan was fruition, came out beautifully. I mean, and the Battle of the Bastards. Watching Jon Snow beat the shit out of Ramsay. I was waiting for that.
Okay. All right. How about you, Mr. Kameka?
Best moment I would have to say is when Bran went to the Tower of Joy the first time, and he realized that his dad was getting his ass kicked. And, like he was just like he witnessed the greatest swordsman of all time. Like we've given this show a lot of crap for some crappy choreography for fight scenes, especially with the Dorne series. But this one they just nailed. They really, you could tell they invested time to get that scene right. It was perfect to me.
Anything else? Any other one? Or is that's just your best one?
That's the best one for sure. The other one, standout one for me, was watching Jon Snow come back, because I knew it was happening, and I'm sitting there watching. I'm just sitting like, come on, come on.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kept hanging and hanging. I was like, come on. And then he goes, I was like, I knew it. There you go.
All right, cool. How about you, Warren?
So this is the best or the favorite, or?
I mean, your best moments in season 6. Two of your best moments.
The set blowing up obviously is one of them. It's just the way and the timing from beginning to end to Chaman jumping out of the window with that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Kind
so
of awesome.
okay. So all that
And
combined. Okay.
all that combined is just such a great scene. Obviously, the second one is the actual battle of the bastards itself. Them actually having that fight and actually having the elements of a medieval war happening within it, with how it is in that first person perspective, with the camera following Jon Snow through the whole thing, and leading to to how those battles a lot of time get won, and it's just it's pretty cool to see that. And then obviously Ramsay getting his ass beat, everybody loved that.
Okay. All right. So we have one and only Black Iron underscore man. First of all, what is your Game of Thrones name? Because we all have one.
Really?
Yes, Maester Kameka. And then what's yours?
Oh boy.
Okay, I lied. Only one person has a Game of Thrones name.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about that. I'm like, what goes with black? I'm thinking, it has to be something more. Let's see. Black Iron Tower? Oh my god, that's
You could be
awesome.
the Iron
The
side, the
tower
Ironwood.
that takes
The
us-
black
From the game, the Ironwoods from
Lord
the
of
game.
Lord of the Black Iron Islands.
Wait, no,
Where
the
the
side
trees?
with the wood.
Where are the trees?
The trees he has the trees. He's got the trees.
He's got the trees. All right.
Got the trees.
But not since you joined us at the beginning here. I posed a question. I said season 6 had a lot of great moments. We started off with Jon Snow's resurrection all the way to the end. The last episode that had a couple of good moments also. So, what are your best moments in season 6? And you could be one. It could be one or it could be two.
The baby is Jon Snow. The baby is Jon Snow. That's my best moment. The way they did it, where you didn't hear what she said. So there's actually been memes out there like, what did what's her name again?
Liana.
Leon.
Yeah, what did Liana say to Eddard? Like, hey, I'm dying, but I'm not really dying. It's really ketchup, punk. So it was so cool how they didn't really say anything, but then they just look at the baby's eyes and kind of zoom in and then zoom back out, and it's Jon Snow. And you're like, okay, we knew it was him the whole time, but the reveal was pretty badass. Where he's standing there, it kind of zooms in and zooms out to him standing there, finally becoming his rightful place, which is like Lord of Winterfell, because he does have a right to be Lord of Winterfell. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool. I think that was the best movie.
Well, I mean, for me, two. I sort of same one with Andrew's second one, when Jon Snow's resurrection. I mean, we all knew, but the timing was just perfect because he didn't just come back up, and you're waiting, and I was like, yes! I jumped up, I yelled. I was the only one watching in my apartment, whatever, and it was great.
Scared all your neighbors.
And then the second moment that I actually enjoyed was actually continuation of Sam's moments. Was when Lady, what's her name? The Bear Islands. That
Lady
whole
Bear.
Scene, yes, the whole scene when she just chewed everyone out.
Yeah,
And then you know
About to bring that up.
the guy's like White Wolf. I was like, I like the naming, man. It's like, you know, those names that they give, especially with him.
Wolf, White Wolf, Dead Wolf.
Yeah. But you could see when the guy like just dropped it and said White Wolf. You could see his face was like kind of half shocked and kind of like, yeah, I'm White Wolf. Yeah. I like that. So those are my moments in.
What the hell else you were gonna call him?
My second best moments. My second best moment was at the church scene.
Oh, I mean, at the set.
That was beautifully done. That was just beautifully done because you could see her. You could see the rising panic in her. She's like, she's figuring it out. Like, why is everyone here and Cersei isn't here? What is she playing at? And she's like, oh shit, her son isn't here too. Shit's about to go down. My whole family's here. Like, what's going on? And then she finally, you just see it dawn on her. And then she goes and she tells the Sparrow, and he doesn't believe until it finally dawns on him. Like, oh hells no!
Yeah.
All her enemies in one place. Boom! That was pretty good. That was badass right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, almost all her enemies. Grandma Badass was able to be somewhere else.
That was one of the best scenes. Her owning those chicks all at the same time.
Yeah, that was that. I mean, she has. I have to give. She has the best. What do you call it again? She throws the best shade on
Yeah.
the series, man. And anyone, doesn't matter who you are. She kicks you down. All right. Next up, what was your favorite episode of the season? I know this is pretty easy. Actually, sorry. Before we even go there, worst moments. What were the moments where it felt like it was supposed to be big and it just kind of fell flat for you in season 6?
The whole episode of No One.
That's the one where Arya got in a fight, or the one she got stabbed? I don't remember.
I think that's the one she got stabbed, right?
That's the one where she got stabbed. That episode
Okay.
sucked.
Yeah, that episode was weak. Like, I forget what number it was. I think it was like 6 or 7. But I remember watching the episode. It was like, all right, they've kind of hit a wall here, because it just felt like there was like we don't know what to do with Arya. We know that we got to keep her in Marine for another couple of episodes. We got to figure out what to do, or not Marine, Bravos.
Bravos, yeah.
Yeah, and like it just felt like they were just like, oh well, the whole point of the Faceless Men is that you're quick, you in and out, kill it. The person doesn't even realize they're being killed until it's too late. You don't brutally stab them when you've already got the element of surprise on them. So I didn't like that part. That whole episode went slow to me.
Okay.
But
But
overall,
I think the episode kind of showed why Arya was better than the girl, because as much as the girl will always
That's
always
episode 8.
Okay.
We're talking about episode 8.
No,
Yeah,
episode
yeah,
8 is when she
yeah, yeah.
wins. Episode 8 is when Arya wins. We're talking about the episode before when she first got stabbed.
But that's the thing, right? Through the whole thing, the girl has always been saying Arya wasn't good enough. She basically has been kind of making Arya
That's
understand
called the
that
broken
nothing-
man.
Okay,
Yeah,
Broken
but-
Man then.
But at the end of the day, who screwed up when it came to a kill? Who also screwed up? Arya screwed up, didn't want to kill the lady, but this girl was supposed to give her a quick death, and what she do? She starts stabbing her. Like, you're going to feel the pain. You're going to see my anger, finally. And what does Arya do? Arya's like, okay, fuck this. Jump into the water. End of story. I think it showed...
That wasn't a bad episode.
Okay.
It showed why Arya won in the next...
All right. So how about yours
it was
then?
the worst episode of the season.
No, it wasn't. That's when Sandor came back and we got the Hound and he like those dudes up. Like, hell,
Yeah,
man.
we
That
got
was the
the
best
best
line of
line
that
ever.
episode.
We got the best line ever. You're shit at dying, man.
Shit at dying.
That was the shit.
All right. So Sam, what was your worst episode or moment?
I think the episode where you finally find out that the king is kind of like a pansy.
King was a
Pissed
pansy.
me off, man. So when he literally goes to the steps to beg for his queen to be released, I'm like, dude, man,
And the guy
king,
tells him,
man.
"Can I sit with you, King? Can I sit next to you?"
Yeah, he kind of. I was thinking he was playing a very subtle game there, but dang, no, man, he was not playing a game there. He was just that weak, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, but
that
Sam,
kind of pissed
we
me off.
saw that all that was in fruition in season 5. Homie was just a weak leader.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
How about you,
think he
Will?
was a weak leader until he sends his uncle away. When he did that, I'm like, okay, I can see the benefit of sending his uncle away. I can see the benefit of removing that whole gossip or whatever, and just sending him away and dealing with shit that was right there. But well, I guess it wasn't a smart move at the end of the day.
How about you, Warren? Worst.
I don't really. I would say probably what was probably boring or what was not the greatest was the whole thing with Jamie when he was going over there to grab the blackfish
Blackfish.
and the tower and get all that back. That was just kind of like, why is this here? This was just to give. I understand why TV and contract reasons why is because he's one of the titular characters and they got to give him something to do. But in reality, it had jack shit to do with the rest of this season. It had
Every
nothing.
great show requires a fishing episode.
It didn't like. Well, because Game of Thrones can't do filler episodes. It kind of can't do that because it has so much to tell. So it has to figure out a way.
Oh, and there's so much money involved.
Yeah, they can't do that. So they have to figure out a way to have a break within the season without actually giving you a break within the season. They can't like go off for 2 weeks and come back again. So I felt like that whole story of them going there. I mean, it ended kind of cool. They gave it a cool ending, but I think because that ending ended up being cool only because they knew they just gave you really a very crappy story that didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. There was nothing to them
I,
going
I, I
to get
think I
back.
think that episode. I agree. That's also one of my that whole
Not just the episode, because
that whole moment.
that story to me was because it's hard to say Game of Thrones episodes because episodes have all different goods and bad parts to them. But I think the stories that you eventually get that they multiply tell, and I think that one was not good.
That story was pulled back. I think that was supposed to be part of Jaime Lannister's process of him going, what am I doing, to lead him back to when he meets Cersei at the end. But they kind of just pulled that back. It looked like they had an idea, they threw it in, and they're like, we'll just
it felt like they had to give one of their lead actors something to do because they're paying him to do it, and it's like, all right, we'll just give him this.
But remember, that episode was also an episode where you kind of see Jaime, the honor in Jaime at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that they didn't pull it out.
Yeah, they didn't pull it.
That's what I'm saying, that they had the idea to show it so that it will lead up to the end where then you do the contrast when he sees his sister on the throne. He's like,
and it's not.
But they didn't do it well enough. Like it just.
And it's something that could have happened like in episode 3 or 4 to keep him off TV if you really needed to keep him going away from doing something for a while, and we just peep in every now and then and get some comedy relief out of the two sons being idiots and can't seize the tower or whatnot. It would have been a little more interesting, but they used the comic relief more so for Samuel's story.
I think the only good part of that entire story was that we finally got to see Bronn, and Bronn got to give his Bronn one-liners, and that was great.
Who?
Bronn. Yeah, like that's the only redeeming thing of that whole story. Like I wouldn't say it was bad, but
well, no, I thought it ended well with Arya.
Yeah, we had so much going on that eventually, like you could tell all of that was just a setup to get us from point A to point B, and then when we had so many other things that were exciting on that journey from A to B, and this was just like straight up set up to get you where you needed to be, it's not as compelling. We're mainly saying it's bad in comparison. It's not terrible, but it's not the best.
So would you say that is the worst? Because the next question I was going to ask is least favorite storyline of the season.
Personally, my least favorite storyline was Everything Marine, and I've been saying this for 3 years. I hated practically everything that we've seen in Essos. I thought it was constantly going back and forth with the slaves and the masters, and Dany's gets controlled, and the Sons of the Harpy doing this. It was like a boring story beat to death for me. And then it got even worse when she left and met the Dothraki, and then because Peter Dinklage is this Emmy-winning actor that we got to give him something to do, we got those scenes where he's just sitting around talking to Grey Worm and Missandei, and
hey, we got the best line out of that. I drink.
And I know things, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. All of these things, like the storyline is just weak, but they catch us with that one little moment, that one-liner, or that exciting thing where you're just like But at the end of the day, you're like, I really could have. This could have been like one scene for me, like a 2-minute scene, rather than a 5-minute monologue of bad jokes. Like I think it would have been better served.
No, I disagree though. I think for the importance of his character, you have to set up
the other two characters too.
Yeah, because he is going to rule for her. He is the one doing all the ruling. So you have to show him learn. It was almost like saying he'd done this job before as the hand, and he failed. Now he's doing it again. He understands why he's meant to do the job. That's why that was there. It was part of his old him was like, yeah, I drink and I know things. But now you see that progression of him going, okay,
yeah, like
I know things. Now
I can see the argument for why it had to be done. I just don't think they executed it as well as they could have or should have. I think they spent too much time on just the little joke scenes, like, oh, I've got to build camaraderie, I got to earn their trust and all that. It's like it's obvious that you got to earn their trust. We don't need to physically see the process of you winning them over.
I agree with Warren. Mine was the Jaime scene because I wanted to see more from that, and I just didn't. I didn't get it. I
wanted to see the two Blackfish, the two Frey sons being stupid. That's what you wanted to see.
No. I didn't care about it. I wanted to see that whole storyline that they've kind of hinted that Jaime has this moral code still in him, and I haven't seen it this season. The only time I saw the glimpse was at the very end when he looked at his sister. You could see in his eyes he was like, "This is not what we signed up for." That was the only point. And I thought it was something you wanted to build up because when his sister was like, you need to go there, he's like, why? You know, I was like, all right, I want to see that anger. And it was just kind of like he went there, and like you said, it was just, yeah, it was just there.
They try to do it twice in the whole season because Jamie. The thing is simply this, right? Jamie loves his sister. His sister loves her kids. So at the end of the season, they've taken away everything she loves. But for him, he still loves her. There's still this strong bond to her. Like where it's like he burned the whole world. And
that's what I mean. But they
didn't get that. Yeah, they didn't really.
But they've established that with Cersei. They never really. I mean, we know that.
We know what Cersei would do for her kids.
But they haven't really established that until when he said that line to. I forgot who he mentioned that line to. But that's about it. So that's why for me, I thought that whole scene, you know, with Blackwater was just. It needed to be done quickly and be.
I thought we saw some of that within another reason why they had this thing happening. He needed to get some more Brienne in there, and I thought their scenes kind of established the honor a little bit more between them because remember she gave him the sword back.
Yeah,
he didn't take the sword back, and so I think that scene was supposed to summarize that up, but it was also a case where there are two characters with not a lot of things to do this season, and they couldn't just throw them away like Bran. Damn season.
True.
4 inches.
True. All right. Moving on to the next question for you guys is best and most. What was your best death? Let's just call it what it is. Which was the best death? Because Game of Thrones is all about death. Half of the show is death. Mm-hmm. So, what was your best death in Game of Thrones?
The Carls dying in the Carl side, that was badass, man. They didn't quite get it. They really didn't quite get that she was gonna mess them up. When she puts one of those braziers down and it starts burning, they're like, oh, okay, this one went crazy. And then she pushes the other one, and they're like, oh, this one went crazy. He's about to kill all of us. And she walks out of it. That was the best death scene because it's like, you know what? Screw all this. In the middle of your whole freaking gathering where everyone is supposed to like, you know, own the women of the Khalasar, she came out, balls out, man, killed every single one of them, cut the head of the snake off and took over. And that was probably the best death scene for me.
Okay, how about you, Lou? I can see you priming for something right there.
Well, he says balls out, but in reality, it was titties out.
Wow, Lou. I mean, Lou, it's not 10 o'clock yet. It is not 10 o'clock yet.
8:35.
I didn't say a curse word.
Shows.
I didn't say a curse word. My death has to go to Arya killing Frey.
Oh yeah, that's the one you were waiting for.
Yes, I wanted that old bastard to die, so I got my wish. But then the second best death was the Sept blowing up everybody. Nobody was safe for a mile radius. Even the dude trying to run got smashed by a church bell.
Yeah, Mel, I remember that.
Yeah.
How about you, Mr. Kameka?
I gotta say the best one would probably be Ramsay because even though I liked him as the villain that you love to hate, and I think the show kind of needs that, it was good. The only reason why I didn't say the Sept is because I loved Marjorie, and she was like collateral damage. Like if she wasn't in there, I would have like, this is the greatest thing ever, blah blah blah. But just because I knew that she was there, it's like, whoa, this is crazy. But damn, they killed Marjorie, so that's why I could have called my best.
But you have to give her props because Natalie Dormer took her character and made her excel compared to what they did with her in the book. Because all signs for her character in the book, she was useless.
Yeah.
They made her boring.
Let's put it this way: in the book, she hasn't started being interesting. She was one of those,
well, she ain't gonna be interesting for much longer.
How about you, Sam?
Oh, didn't you already go to Sam?
Oh, did I?
You did. Sam led it.
My bad. Warren, how about you?
I think all the cool scenes I think were cool and saying best deaths and whatnot. But I think the coolest death that we're not really looking at is a slave master one by Grey Worm, where he cut both their throats as ill as he did.
Oh man, that was okay. That's the most badass death.
That was badass. That was like, let me show you my skills. Let me show you my skill set.
Pick one, and he sliced the other.
You have my balls. I have my skills. Let's see what wins.
Okay. No, that's just a very good one. No, for me, I'll go with Hodo. Hodo was emotional. It was emotional because I didn't want him to die that way, and it was just like,
Hold the door. Hold the door.
no,
Hold the
no.
door. Well, he got a light death on TV compared if this was season 1.
Yeah.
Nah, but still, like
Season 1, you'd have seen his body ripped
No,
apart, his
the
skull, and all
impact
this
though,
stuff.
like the emotional
Impact was one. I mean, they did say they went. I think they either recorded or they were going to make it grosser, but they just cut it. They're like,
Yeah, they said they had another take that was like, gruesome, and then they were gonna edit it and do graphics, but they just thought like it would be better served if you just see it like them running away, and he's just still holding the door, like you don't physically see them ripping him to shreds. You see it like pieces of it and signs of what's gonna happen, but they decided that the gory death wouldn't be as good.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that didn't get emotional about Hodor dying?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
The only person in the world.
Pretty much.
I'm fine with that.
No, to me,
No.
Hodo was a character that, I mean, like, you think about it, like, this was a guy who was not that smart as a kid.
And he was gone for a whole damn season.
No, but you realize doesn't matter, I'm saying about the whole show,
Yeah.
but you realize his master, the person who carries him around, made him who he is. Literally. Made him dumber, so to speak. And he still served this person. So it's just one of those things where like the guy had no progression in life. He was never going to go anywhere because he was stuck in the cycle that was created by Brock.
But I think it's even more telling about the way the show works, right? In the game of houses, it's really not the main players that really feel the whole effect. It's the little peons that feel the effect. Just another example of, the Starks are fighting the Baratheons are fighting whoever's fighting
Lannisters and whoever.
the Lannisters, and all of a sudden the person who at the end of the day loses out is this kid who never really got to have a life. It's like to save the world, yeah, but he didn't have a life. He was basically broken as a boy, and then dies serving the person who breaks him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that just introduced the whole time loop that we're still confused on. So.
Yeah. They did that for Hodor, and then they shut it down. They shut it down.
Yeah, they're basically like, don't ask no questions. Season 7 coming soon.
No, but I mean, it could be one of those things also where they explain it as is he fucked with it once. I'm never doing it again. Like
language.
Really, you're not going to be Iron Man and Captain America here?
Hey, you got
Iron Man and Captain America.
Avengers 2. All right. Now.
Well, don't forget about Master Pycelle dying. The way the little birds took him out.
Yeah.
That was a good death.
That was
that was a good death. He was another one that deserved to die.
Yeah.
No, but I laughed when right before he got stabbed, he took that staff and smacked the hell out of one of those little kids.
The kid caught an L.
No, I'm sorry, but that was a little person, not a little kid. That was actually a little person.
Okay, well, they're meant to be little kids.
Peter Dinklage getting them that work.
Yeah.
Right. See, Master Pycelle's death would have been better served if it would have been a hooker who killed him.
Oh, actually, that's kind of smart.
Yeah, it would have been better.
But I think that would have been a little too conniving for what's her face for Cersei. I think she just wanted to be like.
She wanted him to suffer.
Yeah, but Cersei
She's also not that smart to do that.
No, there's none of that. Cersei didn't plan the killings. It was her right hand dude that did all the stuff.
Qyburn.
Yeah. Cersei just said, "This is what I want to happen," and make sure the nun. That one, save her first. Just keep her aside. I want to deal with her personally. So.
Oh, she's getting manhandled by the Sir Franken Mountain.
Yeah. Oh, let's never go there. All right. The show. This season was all about.
I'm hoping it's a situation of zombie vampirism something because that.
No, that's not good. Let's just keep that where it is. Season 6 also had the rise of all the female characters in Game of Thrones. We had, just a ton of characters step up in different levels, So I wanna rank our Game of Thrones characters, like starting off with number 10. who would be your number 10?
Number 10.
All the women? Are they
Yeah, all the
10?
women. They're 10 women. Yeah, even the
All right.
sand snakes are there.
It's got to be one of the sand snakes. Whoever.
Okay,
They're
hold on.
useless.
The
They
one-
showed up
the
for
one
2
that- the one
episodes.
that-
and
That's
shit.
why that's why they're so weak. They got to be number 10. It's got to be the one that Lady Elena said, "What's your name?" Good. You're like, "You guys anything to say?" Good. Shut up.
No,
Put them all together.
I put all the sand snakes at number 10.
No. You can't put all the sand snakes at number 10 because one of them were just cute as hell. Okay.
No, we're not talking about looks,
That has to
man.
be that has to be number 9. Okay.
There is no
Cute-
look. We ain't talking about looks here, my friend.
The
You know
high
what?
level of
Yeah.
uselessness this entire season.
I'm sorry, no, Warren. Look at him talking about sand snakes. One is cute. No.
The one with short hair, man. The one with short hair. She was.
Yeah, and what's the name thought
No.
it was cute too until you about to take an L.
Yeah. But no, I'm putting all of them at number
Ron
10.
thought she was cute too and almost took an L.
Yeah, but yeah, true.
Yeah, but
Tryna
see,
take that L?
they had more play in season 5. Season 6, they were like, they served a purpose in the first episode, and then they were gone all the way until they took another L from Grandma Badass.
All right, who's number 9? Who's your number 9?
I would say the Yara. All right.
Who's Yara again?
Theon's sister.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
9.
don't know.
Nah, I'll put her a
I
little
think,
higher.
I
Actually,
think she's probably at 6 or 7. None of them.
I'll put her.
Okay.
I'll put her
Why
higher.
didn't you make a list with all the names?
I made a list just now, but
Yeah.
Well, I'll go through my list and you guys can give feedback and we can
I
reposition.
blame the guy that wrote the copy.
All right. So I got.
You're right. That's all you.
What? Got someone else's email on it.
Okay, here's my list. Number 10, we have the Sand Snakes.
Yeah, sand snakes are number 10.
Number 9, the Sand Snakes' mom, Oberyn's old mistress.
Iliad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sand.
Okay. Then
So-
number 8, I have the Red Witch.
Which one?
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
is the main one, the one that brought
The
back.
main one, the one brought back Jon Snow.
Okay.
Yeah, because she did that one thing in like episode 3 and was useless the rest of the season. So I'll
Yeah,
give her
that's
credit for that, but she did nothing else. Then I got Yara, which is Theon's sister.
Yeah.
Number 7. Number 6, I have Marjorie. Because even though I love Marjorie and I thought she was the best, she almost pulled it off. She got outplayed by Cersei, and that was the thing I hated the most.
Okay.
I gotta drop her.
She's number what? She's number 1?
I agree with the ranking, but she didn't get outplayed.
She didn't
by
get
Cersei.
outplayed.
She got outplayed.
The idiot High Sparrow didn't let no one leave.
Yeah, but
Even though if she would have got out, she ain't the Flash.
she was only there because she was loyal to her brother, but she could have left already, but she was trying to save her brother. So it's
Yeah, but I agree. I position at 6. I agree
Okay.
at 6, yeah.
number 5. Number 5, I have Brienne.
About
because,
right.
because she held her own. She took care of Sansa what she needed to.
Over
Number-
Marjorie?
It's a toss up. I
don't know.
wouldn't
I
be mad
put
at it,
Marjorie
yeah.
at a 5 because Brienne hadn't had enough time.
Yeah, no, but
Brienne
Brienne
had more action versus Margie. Margie was a whiny little whippersnapper.
No.
She was Marjorie was playing the game,
She
though.
was playing the long game, though. She was playing the long
Yeah.
game.
And what good did the long game end up doing? She got blown to smithereens.
But she saved
because
She
her
saved her
grandmother.
grandmother.
She
She
got her
saved her
grandmother
grandmother out. She got her grandmother out of there.
I agree with Andrew that it's a toss-up 5-6. I will lean towards Brienne. This is me. That's me.
Okay.
But
So we have Brienne and Marjorie in a toss up. Number 4, I know it's gonna be a controversial pick, but I say Sansa because even though she was stupid, she got most of her interests taken care of.
I agree. I agree with Sansa number 4.
Oh yeah, she's still stupid.
She's
But
still
like what
stupid.
she wanted to happen, like she was looking out for number 1, and we've been yelling at her for 6 years. Like, why are you so stupid? Why are you so stupid? She's like, you know what? I need to take care of myself. I'm gonna do this. Number 3, Lady Olenna, the grandma.
No.
All right. I'm guessing you guys want number 3 to be.
No.
Number 3 was Dany. Number 2 is Lady Olenna, and Cersei got number 1 for pulling off
Okay,
a badass explosion.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Then I gotta change everything because.
Okay, we got to change it. Take
Yeah, 'cause
take out number 9.
Okay, so this next mom, we're gonna take her out.
So
she's
the
the
Sand Snakes are a number. To me, it's Actually, then we shifted.
Because my next
they're
pick.
gonna do the
No, listen.
6 sand snakes out and then put their mother in their place.
Yeah,
Okay,
because she's the puppet
fine.
master. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
We're grading women. Let the
Okay,
little
so let's start it again. So
Okay,
number
so
10 is Sand
Sand
Snake.
Snake's mom.
Yeah.
Then the Red Witch.
Yeah.
Then Yara.
Yeah.
Then Brienne or Marjorie, depending on who you.
That would be what number. So that's
Okay.
number 6, 7.
That'd be number 6, 7.
6, 7. Yeah.
Number 5 would
Sansa.
be Sansa. And since you guys are opposed to Lady Olenna, I gotta say who I had person number 1, but I guess you guys would pick would be Lady Mormont, the little girl.
Lady Mormont's number 3. Yeah, I give her that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I give her
Lady Mormont was number 3 on mine and Edie's list.
She's not hard.
Just for that stank face.
The stank face alone.
That stank face alone.
But that's why I had her up so high as number 1, because in a per scene badassery, I think her average, her ratio was higher than everybody.
Oh yeah,
But
but
the littlest time, and she hit every single time. Even when she didn't even say nothing, when she looked around on the battlefield, like,
She was plotting a way to kill Ramsay Bolton right then and there.
I'm trying to get that stank face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, we left
You
Arya
exist.
off.
Okay,
the list.
so all right, so after Lady Mormont, who would you put? It's got to be the final contenders are Cersei, Lady Olenna, Dany, and Arya.
All right, then we
Well,
have to
well,
take
here's,
somebody out then.
here's the thing. Here's the
Okay,
thing.
then we gotta-
Arya's not in a political position with her. She's almost like
She's
in
a
with the other
personal
guys.
assassin.
She's
yes.
almost with the dudes in a sense. It's almost like you don't see her in the
No, but
same
like-
category because she could kill each one of those girls.
But it's not that. We're just talking about
We're just talking badass people.
In general.
Badass characters.
Badass character.
I don't think Dany should be on the list as badass because she really doesn't do any bad. She's a strong personality, but she really doesn't do anything that's badass in this scene. Really
I think it says something
She
that
did
I
one
didn't
of the
even
most
think about.
badass things around.
She walked out of a damn flaming hut.
Yeah, your best scene, okay? Your best scene. Dude.
Okay,
I mean,
all right. I think we can all agree that Dany has to come after Cersei, right? I mean, Cersei's level of badass just went off the charts with the Sept.
Cersei's number 1. Number 2 is
Oh,
Grandma
God in
Tyrell.
heaven. You were saying Dany as in Daenerys? Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
Daenerys has to be up there.
Yeah,
Yes,
no. Cersei's number 1. That's
Then
look,
we should
thinking
remove.
too.
Then we should remove the Sand Snakes off, and we're gonna do a
Okay.
top 10 and
Yeah.
include Arya back into
yeah.
this.
Okay. All right. So
Okay, so I would
Let's do
put.
this again for the third time. Third time.
Do we put
For the
Arya
third damn time.
before Sansa or after?
Oh, she's
Arya
like
gets
number
number 10.
She's like
she's
no,
not- she's
Arya's
above
like
Sansa.
number
Arya's
4.
gotta be top 5.
Arya
She's a
gets
top
number 10 for
Okay.
the simple fact all she really did was kill Terminator Girl and Walder Frey.
Okay.
For the
You
rest of the
wanted him to
episode-
die.
for the rest of the
Yeah.
season,
that is also your favorite death scene.
And baked her something a pie and fed him to it. She's a top 5.
That's the top 5. That's
top
top 5.
5.
That's a top
That-
5.
that is-
Oh.
That is like every
I think I got it
legendary
here.
assassin.
Okay, we're gonna go back. This is gonna be it.
He fed
The
him.
Red Lady.
All right.
Number 10 is the Red Lady.
Yeah,
Number
yeah,
9 is Yara.
Yeah. Right.
Number 8 is Brienne.
Mhm.
Number 7 is Marjorie.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Sansa.
Mhm.
Number 5 is Lady Mormont.
Yeah.
Oh,
Number
hell
four-
no. She's
number
number
four
4.
Number 4 is Arya.
No.
Number 3 is Dany. Number 2 is Lady Olenna. Number
Yeah.
1 is Cersei.
I can live with that list.
I don't live with that.
I can live. I can live with
You
that
gotta
list.
vote it, Rod. You gotta vote it.
You got outvoted.
You flip-flop. You flip-flop, because that wasn't our list.
We didn't have a damn list.
You didn't write it down.
discussed it.
You did not write it down, so I forgot.
Arya gets number 6. Lady
No.
Mormont is number 4. Dany is number 5. Even Dany didn't do a lot, but the little bit that she did do, she got her dragons to have some fun, and she burnt down a whole hut. Other than that, she ain't really do much of anything else but sit there, whine, and say, "I'm the queen of."
When she came back,
But she killed
that
two slave
statement was
masters,
badass. Okay, when she came back and she told them that we're talking about your surrender. Okay, she was badass.
Badass team.
And then
No, you know what? You also gotta give Dany respect because she ended her booty call. How many
Yeah.
people on this show
Oh, yeah.
have we seen
Yeah.
meet their
Yeah.
demise because they couldn't say no to their booty call?
This whole crazy
Jamie's still
living.
living. Jamie's still living.
Renly's boyfriend, Loris, nobody could say goodbye to their booty call, and they all met their demise. Danny said, "You know what? This booty call gotta go. I need to get my Iron Throne, so I gotta put her on the list, guys. I'm sorry."
You have to make her in the top 5 for this very reason. She's killed the most people without shedding 1 ounce of blood on herself. She's not done 1 instance of it at herself. It's all
She's
been
the
her
Teflon
doing
gun, man. You
things.
can't pin it on her. She's the Teflon gun.
She has been doing. She's just been back there just commanding.
Andrew, can you read that list one more time?
Okay,
One more time.
this is the final list.
Oh.
Number 10, Red Lady. Number 9, Yara. Number 8, Brienne. Number 7, Marjorie. Number 6, Sansa. Number 5, Lady Mormont. Number 4, Arya. Number 3, Dany. Number 2, Lady Olenna. Number 1, Cersei.
Yep.
With the hashtag ditch the booty call.
0.
by Alicia Kingston. yeah, no, that's a good list. Thank you very much for putting it down. Blue Rod, man, you failed. Sorry.
I failed this city. What did he do? Hey, this show exists because of me.
all right. So now that we've covered a lot from season 6, let's see, guys. Guys in the chat, any questions? Have we seen any questions or any questions you guys
Did we
want to
do everything already?
I think we did everything. We just next up would be season 7, like what we think about for season 7. I just wanted to just put out any questions about season 6 people have, or any comments mentioning, other than ditch that booty call. That's a nice hashtag. That really is a nice hashtag.
It is. It'll be trending soon enough.
All right, so I guess then we're moving forward with season 7. So where does season 7 go from here? I mean, we have.
I can tell you easily.
I can see easily 6.
Wait!
3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months later, before it plays next year. That's where it's going.
No, we have Cersei on the throne. We have Daenerys coming out with her combined army, and we have Jon Snow now, King of the North.
Dish Murphy has question: why did Melisandre wash Jon's body? Because she didn't want to revive a dirty dead person.
Wow.
She wanted him nice and clean.
And yeah, in her mind, that was part of the what's it called?
The ritual.
The ritual, the spell. Like she cleaned him. She cut pieces of her hair to throw into the fire. Like basically, she was like purifying him, like as he gets ready to come back.
Okay, so Jon Snow, from my take, is Jon Snow is the embodiment of a Christ in this movie. He is the person who is supposed to be that second coming of the Lord of Fire, and he's also supposed to be the unknown Targaryen. He's also supposed to be all these other things. So washing the body, to me, kind of is almost emblematic of when Mary Magdalene washes Christ's body, or one of the Marys washes Christ's body before they put him in the tomb. So to me, that's what it was. That was his resurrection scene.
Right.
Jon Snow's resurrection scene.
David Adams asks, will Daenerys versus Cersei happen immediately in season 7?
No.
That's season 7's final result.
Yeah. I say that's the big thing. Season 7, that's going to be towards the end of the season. Once that battle is clear, then everyone turns out to basically playing musical chairs, figuring out who's going to rule where, what's going to happen, and then everyone's going to look and say, "Whoa, these White Walkers are actually a thing," and that's going to lead us into the last.
Here's how it's going to break down. Bran's going to come down past the wall, and since he has the mark on his arm, the Night's King can dissolve the magic, and they're going to tear the wall down. But they're not going to be the main threat. Jon Snow will most likely find out who his parents are because of Bran speaking to him, and the girl that's with Bran will probably have her father back that story up because he was there.
Yeah.
And then the main conflict will be Cersei versus Dany's army. And then there's a question here from Dish Murphy. I believe Theon and Euron will most likely join with Cersei, and that's how she'll have an extra body of troops to help her. Even though he don't have many ships, he'll have enough to probably get to Westeros.
I just want to see the first scene, her getting over there, and that's his dumbass right there, intercepting in between that, and she just wrecks him. I just want to see that.
That'll probably happen.
He's supposed to be handing out cocks and all this other stuff like that. I'm seeing this shit.
Whoa.
That's what he said. Is that what he said?
I know.
With no trees. That's what he said.
We have the White Walkers come down south, come further from the north. They're going to overrun Winterfell. So you watch. Jon Snow is going to have to make his way to Westeros. They're going to fall back towards King's Landing, meet up with Dany, and then Tyrion, and somehow, some way, will manipulate the situation, and that's how she gets her husband. Because Jon Snow will need her help, because obviously she has the dragons. And then she's going to see that one of them dragons is going to like Jon Snow. And they're going to bond, and he's going to become the rider. Watch.
He's going to become the rider.
Well, we have to think about...
Sorry, that's breaking down season 7 and 8.
Yeah.
No, season 8 will be the battle for everything. Season 8 is going to be... that's going to be the 6-episode season. By season 6, they're going to dissolve...
Season 7, you mean?
No, season 8, episode 6, they'll finally most likely kill the Night's King. That's going to be one hell of a battle because we've only got 100,000 strong troops that are dead.
I don't think they're going to kill the Night's King.
No, I don't think they're going to kill it.
I think the Night's King's going to win. I think that's the way the show's going to end.
I don't think that's how it's going to end. I don't think that's how it's going to end. They're not going to end by being able to kill them. The way they're going to be able to do is Samwell's going to figure out. He's the guy that's going to be the MacGuffin in the whole thing that you forget about.
That's right, man.
It brings the way that this is going to end.
Homie, just open up his Dungeons and Dragons deck. Bah!
Here you go.
Left and right.
Sam will be the one sitting on the Iron Throne. That's going to be the shocking twist to end this goddamn series. Sam, Puss Cakes with his Gilly as his queen.
Oh, shit.
It's 9 o'clock, guys. Don't worry. It's 9 o'clock.
It's 9, yeah. Any more questions here?
Yeah. Jamie Sneed says, by the time season 7 starts, would the White Wolf be a fucking legend? Yes. We can answer that easily. I think he's a legend right now. After that last scene, he's cool.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm going to pose something for you guys. Over under 4 episodes, Littlefinger.
Well, no. He's dead by the 3rd episode.
No, he's not. He's not. I think he might be season 7 dead. He might be dead by season 7.
Because guess what? Guess what? Sansa's little nephew's going to throw him through the fucking moon door. That's exactly where he's going.
I think that boy might be going through the moon door real soon.
I think the boy goes through the moon door. Sansa's going to play his game, and she's going to stab his ass right before they get to the hanky-panky.
No, I think
the
way Baelish has to die, the way he killed his wife. Right through the little moon door.
The way Baelish dies is going to be very interesting. I think he dies in season 7. I think he probably dies at the hand of Sansa, and I think she does it because she wants the Eyrie. Because she has a birthright to the Eyrie, and she can claim that. So I think she does it because she wants the Eyrie. She takes over the Eyrie because Jon Snow has the North. So you basically have Starks and what's her?
Well, that'd be the only way that she could essentially claim the Vale and all that to her.
Yeah.
But her nephew's sort of in the way of that, and that's kind of one problem. So the nephew has to be answered. Either that she takes that over, or he just kind of goes with it.
And marry him and kill him.
You know.
Hey, whoa, Mason Kameka, man, that was just very casual.
That's speaking within the parameters that Game set up. For the FBI watching this, I do not condone murder at all, but I'm saying within the parameters that the show has set up, if you marry someone, you get the rights to whatever if they don't have any kids, and you can just kill them off.
I was just trying to read stuff, and you just mentioned that, man. Threw me off course.
All right, we'll go to the next.
I think what's interesting here is that what people think the ending's going to be, or how it's going to be, because some people think the Night King win. I don't think a story will end that way. Who will be sitting on the Iron Throne? You got to think about this. It's coming full circle. Who are the 2 characters in the first episode that have not been together since?
Arya and her sister.
Nah. Nope.
Arya and Jon.
No.
Look, the showrunners came out this past week.
I Jon Snow and Tyrion. They're the only two that haven't had a scene together since that time. And they had some of the most prolific scenes in the beginning. I think they showed us where this is going to end from the beginning of the episode.
No. When he went to the north, there was episodes.
Yeah, episode 3. Tyrion.
I meant the first season. I'm sorry, I didn't mean the first episode. I meant the first season.
Okay.
But those two have had interesting scenes together. And
but that's why he will broker the marriage between him and Dany.
You always think about the whole bastard thing and how they talked about,
Bastards are like wolves.
And how we remember in the first scene together that he owns the whole thing of own being a bastard.
Yeah.
And what has Jon Snow done this entire time? He finally just owned being it and just went with it.
That's true.
So if you watch their first interaction of them talking about being bastards and stuff, and you compare it to the rest of the season as it's gone so far, those are the two you should probably see at the end of this whole thing.
Hey, but to your where's Gentry theory, the showrunner said he's still rowing.
Rowing where? Did he meet up Brienne and Podrick? Because they're rowing too. You know what happens when you row in Game of Thrones.
They ain't coming back.
But the thing with Tyrion that gets me is simply this, right? If you look at all of the Lannisters, at least the kids, they've all committed regicide. What's his name? Jaime killed his king. Cersei kills her husband. Who's Tyrion gonna kill? He has to kill a king.
He killed his dad. Killed his dad.
His dad wasn't king. His dad wasn't king though. His dad was
a lord.
His dad was a lord.
Okay.
Remember the prophecy?
But he's going to kill Cersei. The prophecy says that the little brother will kill you.
Yeah.
But it could technically be Jaime or Tyrion. Personally, I think it's going to be
because she was born before him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it could be.
Technically,
older
that would
twin.
make sense.
Technically, Jaime is like a few minutes younger than her. But I think it's going to be yeah. Jaime is the one that should be doing it, especially because his history with the Mad King. But I think he's not going to have it in him to kill the woman he loves.
I think what.
Or she gets burned or she burns him with wildfire before it even happens.
Yeah, she probably kills Jaime, and that's why Tyrion kills her because Jaime's the only one that ever stood up for him in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Eli says, do you think it's possible Daenerys will land in Storm's End? They did mention they were searching for new castles.
Storm's End, you could
land somewhere else and work her way to Westeros. That's what they're going to most likely do. I don't see them going, we're going to be directly in Westeros, but
they're heading definitely to Dorne first to meet up with their alliance.
No, the Dorne. I went back and watched the last episode. This actually goes to another question that someone asked. Someone said, "How does Varys travel so fast?" What really happened is they did a poor job of editing this. So your mind thinks that this is all happening at the same time, when reality it's like days are passing, weeks are passing, but they just did a bad job of editing it together. So Varys actually goes to Dorne, he brokers the alliance between Dorne and the Tyrells, and then he gets ships from both to bring to Essos to help Dany bring over the Khalasar, the Dothraki, her Unsullied and everybody.
Had all those ships.
Yeah. So when you go back and watch the scene again, you'll see the sigil for Dorne. Their logo is on some of the sails. The Tyrells have it on some of theirs. So that's why Varys is going back and
scene, and you hear you see in the background Euron, 1,000 ships. Dany literally had 1,000 ships and 3 flying dragons.
I just wanted to pop up.
Yeah.
Oh, you already have your ships.
Yeah. So what I think is going to happen, I think they're not going to go to King's Landing first. They're going to stop somewhere. More than likely, I think. I don't think it'll be Dorne because they've already got the foot soldiers in Dorne. They can just have them march on King's Landing. I think they'll land somewhere else and then march up from the south. So King's Landing is being assaulted from both sides. And they're going to build. They're going to join up with the Tyrell army, which is coming from the west. I think they're going to do it that way.
You got to think about this: that she's coming in technically as a tyrant too, which a lot of people don't think about what Dany's doing. She's coming in as a tyrant.
An invading army. That's very true.
But she has the bigger army.
She's doing what? What was the first Targaryen to?
Aegon. She's doing Aegon.
Targaryen did.
Yeah, with dragons and an army just coming in, we're just take your shit.
Yeah.
And that's just what she's gonna go and do. So it's gonna be, interesting.
I mean,
Because in the end of the day, you remember how it's always been. It was a Tyrion that said this. I don't know if it was Tyrion or it was someone else that said that you need a leader that the people trust, and a leader that knows you, and all other things like that. When she gets over there, they're only gonna know her as a tyrant in Westeros because that's what she's bringing.
Mm-hmm.
This is why it's a very much better chance that either somebody like Tyrion or Jon Snow ends up on the Iron Throne, because both of them can at least say that people in Westeros know who they are and know what they have done. Because let's say all this ends and those are the three that are left standing. Only thing that people know from Dany from Westeros is that she just blows shit up, and they're gonna hear the stories. And remember,
she's the daughter of the Mad King.
And remember the stories of they're gonna hear the stories. Remember Tyrion said at the end, make sure you pass these stories around of what happens when you cross her. All that stuff's gonna get around, not just in Essos, but it'll make its way to Westeros too. So she's gonna have a bad rap coming over there.
Yep.
So I wonder how that's why I think in the end of the day, it's like you're gonna see Jon Snow and Tyrion in some sort of way be on the Iron Throne running things. I think Dany still be alive. I think she might be she might actually end up just restoring Valyria or some shit like that. In the end of the day, for her, she might just be working on getting Targaryens back up or whatever the case may be.
Well.
I don't think she ends up at the end and end on the Iron Throne, because it's almost a place. She's in a position where she almost can't really rule it without another war sort of happening, because they're not going to see the difference between her or Cersei.
Unless, of course, she marries Jon Snow. Then.
Yeah, if you marry Jon Snow, there's some form
which actually would mean that Tyrion would still be ruling the thing anyway.
Yeah, but it still puts her in a place where she can't sit on the throne. He would. He has to sit on that throne.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, we got a lot of questions. We got to start moving faster.
Okay. Well, what are the questions?
What are the questions?
The next one I say, Alicia Kingston asks, will Arya release her uncle and any other prisoners from the dungeons at the Twins?
Probably not. Probably don't even know they're down there.
Her uncle is there?
Yeah, remember they brought him back.
For them again.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's a dumb uncle.
Next, Dish Murphy says, faceless men wash bodies. Is Mel tied to them? No, that's just like people have respect for the dead, basically. We do that. There are a lot of like real world like cultures do that now. Like you prepare the body before, even though we're about to put them in the dirt, you still like show respect for them. You clean them, you prepare them.
Almost everyone does that. That's what morgues do. So
yeah.
When you clean the body, prepare it for the funeral, the viewing, and all the stuff like that, and embalmment. That's pretty much what that's almost standard American culture. And then all the ways too. Yeah.
Next one, Andrew.
Dish Murphy says, does Mira have to drag Bran to the wall since Benjen took the freaking horse?
I was saying the same shit too. Where's the sled? I said that last week. You leave a fucking sled.
But remember the key reason why Benjen left them. He can't go any further than where they were.
Yeah, but he could walk.
He could bring a damn sled.
That horse might have been,
sled.
No, I think how about he just get them a little closer?
Where's the sled?
I mean, like
the sled got destroyed.
Somebody, there's wood. There's the wood.
No, they had to send all that wood to the Iron Island, so they could. The sled had to go.
Building ships.
Oh my god. What's next, Andrew?
Let's see. Mojai Osman says, will Arya kill the Red Woman?
Nah, she's gonna live for a while.
Why would Arya kill the Red Woman?
Because she wanted to kill him because she was the one that took Gendry.
Gentry.
She was she was on her list for a while.
Okay.
And I think she lives for a while because she's going to provide some usefulness in some way, shape, or form when they fight the White Walkers. That's why Jon didn't offer in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, Arya.
If anybody's going to kill the Red Woman, it's going to be Sir Davos.
Yes.
Yeah. Davos is taking that one.
He is earned that.
He'll die trying to kill her.
Will Arya return to Winterfell? I think yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
and will she meet up with Nymeria is the second part of the question. I think Winterfell is definite. Winterfell is definite. Nymeria, like her direwolf, that's the next question. Like, will she meet up with her?
Or she'll meet up with Nymeria and Nymeria's crew. Nymeria will be
Yeah.
the crew with her. Okay?
Maybe on the way back to Winterfell, she'll meet with them. On the way back, she'll meet up with the wolves in some way.
It has to be in the south. She has to meet with them in the south. Because I think Nymeria is in the south, right?
Yeah.
But she go back up north, yeah.
That's if they want to showcase more direwolves. If not,
Yeah.
they won't.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 2 direwolves left.
I know. I'm just saying they want to showcase because the way the show's been handling it, it's like.
Yeah, they didn't showcase Ghost at all.
No, they said they were.
That was a budget reason.
It was a budget reason. They wanted to put Ghost in there, but they were like, the amount of money they were already spending.
Well, Ghost already showed up when he resurrected, so.
Yeah. No, we're just talking about
Ghost has
having
been around.
Ghost in the battle.
Yeah, no.
They could have. I
That'd
mean,
have been technically difficult too.
Ghost
Very
in that
difficult.
battle served no purpose because he would have died. I agree with that portion.
Yeah.
Where they could have had Ghost at least name drop him or something because they didn't even name drop him.
They
Ghost
should have had him
was
show up when he
chilling.
was beating up Ramsey. That's what he should just came out the cut like he was there the whole time.
That's what I was hoping for, not his pit bull.
Any more questions?
Yeah, this one is
Oh, there's
actually
a bunch.
it's not as like big, but it's still kind of interesting. Like we answered some of these other ones earlier, or the chat answered them themselves. But Timo asks, who do you think the little minions will follow, Qyburn or Varys when he gets back to Westeros?
Whoever has the most candy.
So wrong. I don't know.
They're gonna follow Qyburn. Qyburn's been the one filling their pockets with all the juicy stuff. Varys has been gone. Varys has to earn them back.
I think there's more than one set of little birds.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have little bird on bird war too.
what I think is Varys probably told them.
But he doesn't need it really anymore at this point. They're just gonna go fuck shit up by the time he gets there anyway, so he doesn't even need
Don't
it.
forget that Varys was one of them. Qyburn wasn't.
Yeah, it's true. He was one.
This is basically like when your dad goes away for a long time and you get a stepdad and he starts giving you stuff. Your dad come back and you're like, forget you, Dad. Mark gives me stuff. I get to go stay up late. I get ice cream for dinner. But Varys is gonna be
It's
like,
$20
hey, I'm
bucks.
your
Are you talking about Stepdads in the movie now? I just heard you say Mark. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
I was thinking of the one with Will Ferrell and Marky
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah,
It's like-
Hey, E, Mr. Red wants you to be in Game of Thrones.
As what character?
He says you should just be in the show.
Gentry.
Oh, hell no. The African gentry. There was one comment here from Moiji Osman. Says, John will kill Dany to fulfill the prophecy of Azerod, killing Nissa, and marrying his sister wives, Arya and Sansa, the way Aegon and the Conqueror did to sit on the throne.
I don't see that happening.
Nah. Arya's kind of an assassin. Not quite marriage
I
material.
think
Arya don't want no man.
someone just asked what the
Look,
mythic of the
if
broken man.
Arya hooks up with anyone-
Wait,
If Arya hooks up with anyone, they have
Gentry.
to bring back Gentry.
Yeah.
Because she had a thing for Gentry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she did everything for Gentry.
Oh man, Gentry will be the savior of Arya. Pull her back from the dark side.
No. He won't pull it back from the dark side. He'll be the one that pops up out of nowhere. You'll be like, well, damn, homie, you swole from all that rowing. And he going to pull out his sword and his magical shit that he just built since he's the blacksmith and save her ass in a battle.
True. He might build his own army. That would be pretty cool if he built.
you're about to say something, Sam.
Now, someone was asking about the Broken Man, that episode, The Broken Man, and we already touched on it. That was the episode with the Blackfish. I think it was Mr. Red that said something about it.
Okay.
So if you get a chance after this is done, Mr. Red, you can always go back on YouTube and check out what we said about, the Broken Man episode.
Yeah. I think that is pretty much it for Game of Thrones Season 6. Best and worst is also what we think for Season 7. Can't wait. We do know that it's delayed. That's the first thing.
Well, it makes sense for it to be delayed.
Well, where they're filming it, they need
Summertime in Iceland, so they're waiting a few months before because they already announced winter is here.
Yeah, so it's going to be delayed. But
kind of need snow.
so when do you think the show is going to air then? Next year.
Probably in June, late May or early June.
May early June. No, I think
No, I'm
later than
thinking
that.
fall. I'm thinking
I'm thinking the fall.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
thinking
think they're going to want to come midsummer.
I think
It would make sense to come in the fall, because that's
then
the
you
good.
come back in the regular time for the next
Yeah.
season. Yeah.
What is the other?
Winter.
Yeah, no, which will make it shorter. It just will make it shorter. So because they know they're coming to an end. If you come in the fall, if you come September, October, right? By the time you finish,
That's
it's
TV
only
time too.
you're only a few months away from coming back again for the final season.
Yeah, but see, I don't see them doing that because they're not going to want to go up with. Granted, I think Game of
Go
Thrones
with
would
who? Wait,
Against
who?
who?
No one.
they would outview Walking Dead, but they're not going to want to do it.
Oh,
They'll do
no.
it
So
in
they're not going
They
to come
would
back
fail.
in October.
Actually, you're right though, because the numbers are close. Game of Thrones just did 24 this season. Walking Dead averaged 19-20. So that is.
They're not going to want to go head to head and
Yeah,
take the viewership because that's counter programming.
That is true.
You're
Well,
going
the
to divide.
timing might change. It might change. The
I say
timing.
you go in balls to the wall. Let's do it.
No,
Leroy Jenkins.
you're gonna lose.
See,
You're gonna
that's
lose.
what got
You're gonna
Jon
lose.
Snow messed up.
He won. He won.
Leroy Jenkins moments. It's like, no, John, do not do it.
He won.
Yeah,
But-
no, you're not going to. I agree. I think. When does Walking Dead start?
October.
Yeah, they always start like 2 weeks before Halloween.
Okay, so then it starts in August, ends right before 7 episodes.
That's it.
But you still got Fear the Walking Dead.
No, what? Please,
no,
no.
But
No,
they're not going to
come on.
counter program.
Come on, no.
They're
no.
not going to do it.
No,
I'll wait with
Fear
you.
the Walking Dead does not even, does he hit 2 million?
I don't
might
know.
hit that.
What they're trying to do in that show. The last episode of that show was like,
No.
what just happened? No.
No. Now, if you said
Well, they come back. They come back August 21st. For
It
those
doesn't.
who
It does not matter. It's not The Walking. That's the only other show on network that can face it. So you go, okay, fine. Let's leave them there.
they're not.
Let's do it
They're
right
not
before.
going to do it. They're
They
not going
can't.
to wait that
Fear
long.
Walking Dead came out this year. Well,
Actually,
there was a time when Game of
here's
Thrones
the
was
reason.
on.
Here's the reason why they won't do it, and it's not so much Walking Dead. If I'm thinking September, October, they won't want to do it because they don't want to go up against Sunday Night Football.
That too.
That's more of the kicker because that's
Oh no, Walking Dead goes against Sunday Night Football and trashes it.
Because it's depending
Yeah,
who's
but no.
playing.
Depends
It's
playing.
depending who's playing.
No. It depends on only one team playing. The only time they got close in numbers is because the Patriots were playing Denver. Done. And that was Peyton Manning and, of course, Tom Brady. So just saying as a Patriots fan, I apologize to all of you. You have other teams that always lose.
Hashtag F your team.
Oh, wow. Let's not even start.
Let's not go there. But anyway, yeah, I don't know when it's going to come at this point. So it will be here next year.
It's going to
Yeah.
most likely be May. They're going to delay. If they said production is delayed by a few weeks, so a few weeks
Well, they started this
back
season.
to May.
Yeah, okay.
That's amazing.
They stay consistent with their start. They like to start in April. They started a little bit late this year, and they're going to start a little bit late timeline because they know that's where everybody's already anticipating it. They don't want to keep the viewers wanting. You already got us waiting a damn year
It's always
for
been
you to come back.
It's always been
Well,
Not
and
gonna keep us waiting that much longer.
in the meantime, you guys can join my Game of Thrones book club. I'm rereading all the books.
Nerd. Nobody had to say it.
Seriously,
You can't even win. Guys, you can come in and join my book club. Nerd.
Hey, while you
I'm
read
going
it,
to
Andrew, I'll listen to them.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna skip around some chapters because I'm not gonna read a bunch of Bran chapters again. You know, I always tell people this: they skipped Bran's story last season for a reason. So yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, and also since we have some time to wait, we will be doing a recap of Mr. Robot.
Yes.
And we're trying to finalize the date and time, but most
Well,
likely
we finalized the date. It's unfortunately going to cut into happy hour.
Yeah, so it doesn't. So we're going to do it Thursdays at 7 p.m., which is basically the next day after Mr. Robot airs. So join us. If you haven't watched Mr. Robot, you can catch up right now. Just binge watch for the next 10 hours and catch up with Mr. Robot. It's a great show. We'll be doing a recap.
11 hours. There
Okay.
were some episodes that went longer than an hour.
All right. Either way,
His
just
first season was an hour and 40-something minutes or something. Like
so block out, half a day, 12 hours. You should be good. That should be
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You can do that, Andrew. You got some sick days.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna call into work tomorrow and say, "Hey guys, I gotta watch Mr. Robot."
No, actually, tell them the truth. Just tell them you're doing Pokemon Go. Everyone will accept, I believe.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah, but yeah, so join us Thursday, 7 p.m. We'll be doing a recap of Mr. Robot. And thank you very much, everyone, for chiming in the chat. We enjoyed everyone's comments. If you're watching this after the fact, definitely leave your comments. We'll go in and, of course, we'll discuss with you questions, anything of that sort. But I want to thank my panel host, of course, Mr. Andrew Kameka. You can find him on, your lower third is fuzzy. I can't even read it anymore.
Yeah, it's Andrew Cam, Andrew Kam.
Yes, you can find him on Twitter as Andrew Cam. Next up is Booredatwork. That is his Twitter handle. You can find him also on Twitter. Follow him there. And we have Mr. Warren Bowman from BW1.com. That is his handle.
Apparently we're doing, Mr. Robot during happy hour. There's no happy hour around here. We'll see how well that works out.
Yeah, there is no happy hour. There's no happy hour.
You could do what E does. Just make a few cocktails in your home. Save the money.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you insinuating that he just drinks?
Yeah, I know. That is terrible. I drink water and flavored juice.
Yeah.
Flavored juice? What the?
Flavored
What
juice.
is flavored juice?
And of
Kool-Aid.
course,
Kool-Aid.
Sam, aka Black Iron Man, that is his Twitter handle.
Who does not drink Kool-Aid? I don't drink Kool-Aid at all. No flavored juice for me.
And it's Borderwork Thunder E. Just follow us at Borderwork. Thank you very much, guys, and always enjoy your entertainment.